Sup, folks? King of the Dead back with another Invincible review. And this time, instead of Ace, we actually got my boy Leo here. If you've been on my channel for longer than 10 minutes, you know who he is. And, yep, that'll do for an intro. And we have our main topic here. And for us, our main topic of speaking would be Kate and her relationship with rexsplode. But we'll get to that. For now, anything y'all want to say, boys?
I hate Amber. An intro.
Okay.
I hate Amber. I hate her so much.
Cruel Joyd, who I will link his Twitch channel below. He plays video games and he's, I don't know. That's about it. That's all I got.
Putting all that dick riding.
What do you want me to say?
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. He plays video games and ooh-woo. All right. What do we think about this episode, boys?
I hate Amber.
What is she? Okay. I was also told that Amber was on her Amber shit this episode, and I saw it nowhere. The two things the incels on Twitter are mad at her for are for A, just offering a condom for sex. And I don't even know what B is about. They literally said the scene where Mark says goodbye proves Amber can never change. That's literally what we're watching.
She literally changed.
She literally
said
good. He quietly, and that's no matter how much we love this main character, that's a strange thing to do. To just be like, hey, I know we just had sex, but I'm gone for a few weeks. All right. Okay, that's okay.
If anything, Invincible is at fault this time.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I just don't like her character.
A phone call? Nigga, you can fly. Get in that window and kiss your girl goodbye.
Slap her on the ass one last time.
For as slow as the ship was flying, realistically, he could have done it.
It wasn't even flying yet. It was just hovering there.
We've proven how fast he is. It's not a matter of somebody seeing you. Like,
it literally proved it with him turning off the light.
Yeah, you can zip in there and out. What the fuck you mean a phone? So William gets to be there. You get to dap him up one time, like, all right, G, see you around. But Amber gets a phone call as you're flying away.
And his mom doesn't even get that.
Yeah, mama don't get shit. Even Cecil got a phone call. By the way, tell my mom I'm gone for a month. All right. But my biggest revelation from this episode is the end where we finally get to see, okay, they are some of the shit they are really dragging out, and some things they are speeding up. We're supposed to be without Omni-Man for a while in those comics. The angstromlevy shit is supposed to be mostly done. The Lizard League shit is supposed to be mostly done. It's supposed to be a minute before we get Omni-Man back. But I guess they need their showrunner, they need the reason, they need their moneymaker. So they brought him back in quicker, which now we're about to begin one of my top 5 favorite fights in the entire series is Mark and Omni-Man versus Krieg, Lucan, and someone else. And I won't spoil what happens or how it ends or what goes on. Just know that's going to be if they animate it right, that's going to be one of the hypest fights this entire series. I fucking love that fight.
Alan Strong.
Yes, Alan Strong.
Alan protect. Alan get his ass kicked.
Ass handed to him on a silver platter.
Absolutely jumped. Anytime we're watching a movie or a TV show and somebody's getting jumped or beaten, that's the amount of battered and broken I'm expecting. That's what I thought the girls and the boys were going to do the fucking Stormfront when they just started working their ass out. That's how you beat someone. We attack all at one time right now, and then one at a time, and then I hold him, you get his arm, you get his eye, I'll punch through him. Jesus Christ in heaven, they beat the fuck out of him.
Just let them drift in space.
Now, slight spoiler for the comics. We all know Invincible's whole thing is that every time he gets battered and broken, he comes back a little bit stronger, which is why they call him Invincible. Alan gets that to the extreme. He straight up has the Saiyan level Zenkai boost. Anytime he gets battered and damn near killed, he comes back immensely strong. We're talking like he's about as strong as like beginning of Saiyan Saga Goku. Maybe even Namek Saga, I don't know. Maybe even not even that, nah. Like Saiyan Saga Goku, and then he gets fucked up, and he comes back probably going toe-to-toe with Frieza. Like, it's fucking insanity. Like, but then, again, like much later, you all forget that I've said this by the time it happens. This will be 3 or 4 years from now. He gets blown sky high again. And then he is confirmed like top 3 or 4 strongest people in this entire verse.
Scary, honestly.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I do not know what they're doing with first off, I always thought his name was pronounced Thaddeus. I don't know how they say it in the fucking show.
Thetis.
I don't like that because it's like spelled
Optimus
TH.
Prime.
Yes, Optimus for Peter Cullen is literally just doing Optimus Prime for him. He's literally just talking like Optimus Prime. This is not a normal man. This is a robot. But
Invincible, roll out.
He turns the machine off and it's all like, Alan, we have to roll out. Another thing about that, what's going on there? That's not in the comics. Now, I understand they're doing a lot of things differently here, but what the fuck? Like, that's not supposed to... Huh? He, like, turns it off and says, I'm sorry, Alan. And I'm trying to, like, why? What did you see? Like, it's not... I don't believe you're the mole. That can't be right. You wouldn't have hired Alan to find the mole if you thought that was the mole.
I have a theory.
No, but what if that's the ultimate ruse? Is he, like,
He's
implies...
self-reporting.
Yeah, he makes him seem dead so the mole will get off of him.
I want to say it's like the joke I made was like he's self-reported, like Among Us. He is the mole. They said go find the mole.
Yeah, bro. He's sus.
He is sus.
What
Did he
saying?
vent?
What were you saying? Like get the mole off of him or something?
Yeah, like maybe he's like saying I'm sorry because he has to like temporarily make him seem like he's dead, and that's gonna really fuck him up. But like you said, he comes back to the extreme. Maybe he's got to make the mole believe that he's dead so that he can work in secret.
There's no way Thetis knows that. There's no way Thetis knows he'll come back from that. Ace, I swear to holy hell in heaven. Let me turn your ass. Caught you this time.
Got you lacking.
All right, you're late and you haven't seen the episode, so whatever, guys. I guess Ace Tenday's just here for this one. God, what the fuck was I saying?
That you're a very pretty princess.
There's no way that Thetis would know about that.
I am a pretty princess. Thank you.
You are indeed a pretty princess.
Thank you. But there's no way Thetis would know that he can do that. I just imagine, and there's no way you cannot work this story with him being the mole. That's not how we're doing it. You might change some shit from the comics. You're not changing that. So I am looking forward to the fact that I don't know what's going to happen. Because, like, knowing... Now that I've read the comic more than once, I think you ought to... If you're on episode 3 of the reviews, you know that by now. I do appreciate that there are things I can look forward to. Like, when there's first a knock on Mark and William's door, and they don't show who it is, I automatically knew who it was. I was like, oh, let's go. Let's get it started. Time to get back to Omniman. But I am excited that I do not know how this is going to go. I also think my prediction for next episode, if not episode after that, while Mark is in space handling Omni-Man business, the Lizard League is probably going to murk the Guardians of the... Although now that I think about it, in the comics, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, what's his name? Rex gets the top of his head cut off. Shrinking Ray gets chomped on by the big one. Kate gets killed down to her last duplicate, her last self. They all get absolutely destroyed. So I am looking forward to how they're going to pull this off. Especially now that we have this big realization here, which I guess we can go ahead and kick into it now. We're learning about Kate and rexsplode, and I guess the main thing here is that they both fucking suck.
Yeah.
Finally, the part that I wanted to talk about.
Go on.
Why is she so garbage? They really try to make it sound like Kate is the good person in this. Like yeah, Rex is garbage, yes. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, Kate has to be crazy to talk to because it seems like that's all that it takes is a singular conversation, and you and Kate are a couple now. You are an item.
He just got... Okay, I guess I want to mention that. I was going to say he just got here. When did he get here? There's this one line at the start of this episode where when Debbie's dropping Mark off at college, she says, it's been a crazy year. Year? It's been a fucking year? Explain that to me. Last episode he got into college. Explain to me how it's been a year. And I know we're
also,
like... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Talk before I hurt you.
I'd like to point out that Rex came in to work out, saw that Kate was there and didn't want to be there.
Yeah, he
and
tried
she's
to leave.
like, yeah.
He tried to be the bigger man.
Mm-hmm. Tried to get out of there, but she's like, no, come on, let's do this. Goes to talk to him. He starts talking, and she's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Which I know we're dipping into incel territory, just automatically siding with Rex or automatically siding with the man with Mark versus Amber. I get that. I don't mean to make it sound like we're automatically on the man's side. I'm just, how do you show us that he's trying to walk away from this conversation? Because they have been working relatively good as a team, even despite this happening. He tries to walk away. He's forced to this conversation, and then it gets twisted to where, oh, why can't you just drop it? Like, I'm confused. Like, are you upset because he cares? Like, are you trying to stop him from caring? Because that's not how that works. He can be a bad person. He can be a cheater and a liar, manipulator. He's still a human. He still bleeds. He's allowed to be upset that he got cucked by the new team leader.
He's still an asshole. Let's not deviate from that.
Easily
He's
one
still
of
a bad person.
Easily one of the most morally corrupt characters in the show. Still, he hasn't had his come up yet. But that just those little tidbits right there just take me out of it. That he walked into the gym for a workout, saw who was in there, chose to leave, and then they both just start getting on his ass how much of an uncaring, thoughtless asshole he is. He tried to walk away. He didn't want this fight. He just wanted to go get some workout in. Shit, man.
And he was mainly like trying to get away from Kate. All of a sudden, the monster girl was getting on him. Like, what? Why are you getting on him now? What? He didn't even have any beef with you.
Last season, she was trying to fuck on him, which is why Rudy looks like him now.
Yeah. It's weird how things transpire.
Fucking insanity, man. I can't stand it. Like, if you're gonna do this arc, do it, but don't try to make it like commit to it is all I'm trying to say. You gotta commit to he's an asshole, he needs to be put in his place. Not a hurt man trying his best who needs to be put in his place. Kick him while he's down. He'll get up stronger.
Yeah, hit him in the nuts.
Lastly, I gotta talk about the argument that she says for why she's getting on him is actually so crazy too. She says, we point out that he has lived for 2,000 years, and she says, if you add up all the time that my clones have existed, then we're probably the same age. One, that's not how that works.
That doesn't make
There's
any
no
sense.
possible way that...
That literally doesn't. So if you make a clone, and you make a clone for 5 minutes, and then you delete it, are you counting that for 10 minutes of life?
10 minutes of life.
What sense does that make? And she's like, he's probably the only person who's died as many times as I have. Disagree.
Even more so. She can make, like, we saw her with like 5 clones, right? Let's say that she's 18. That just makes her 90. That's still not 2,000. How is she so bad at math?
Like, she does say it, which I'll give her that much. She's like, not that I have to justify anything to you, but... And then she proceeds with the most teenage girl shit on planet Earth. Like that's no different than, like, I'm real mature for my age. Just because you died...
It's literally that.
Just because you died 1,000 times as an 18-year-old does not make you 2,000 years old. That's not how that works. And if you want to connect, because like I said, this is her like love interest in the comic. She stays with Immortal. I'm gonna assume they're gonna keep that going. It's not like you need a reason. There's no real reason you have to like be in love. It is what it is. But y'all trying to give it a reason is deteriorating this character. Who is watching Invincible like, go girl, go duplicate, get your bag. This character is just morally corrupt and misguided.
It's like she's trying to beat Rex at his own game, and that's just making it worse.
All right, we're approaching the time limit. If y'all got anything to say, we got to say and now wrap it up. Leo?
I kind of like the bug people's design. I can't wait to see more of that.
No, you're wrong. CJ?
I'm Seance Dog.
You're what?
I miss Seance Dog.
He'll never show up again. All right.
I know.
All right. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you, Cruel Droid, Leo. Fuck you, Ace. We will be back next week in the next episode. And, yeah, that's it. King of the Dead signing off. No one wants to say a little... one of y'all always has a little thing at the end of this, but nobody wants to...
I want a loser.
A loser. Lucas Maroon.